next program to understand string comparison function and length controlled string comparison function strncmp. So the syntax for string comparison is destination string and source, and string length controlled, that is n comparison, strncmp is destination string comma source. Now we are reading the two strings, and let me just execute this code and show you how you are going to get the string comparison result, for which first we need to understand very important 3 points in this. The first point is, if string 1 is greater than string 2, we are going to get a positive value, and if string 1 is equal to string 2, we are going to get the value as 0. If string 1 is less than string 2, then we are going to get the value as negative value. Now let me execute this code and check for the string comparison. So the first string I'm going to give it as good, and the second one is hi. Now the second string hi. Now we need to consider this as a source string and this as a destination string. Now source string is s1, source string is s1, destination string is s2. As s1 is less than s2, as s1 is less than s2, we got the value as negative value. As s1 is less than s2, this is the string 1, hi is the string 1 and good is the string 2. So s1 is less than s2, we got -1, that is negative value. Now let me execute with another test case. Hi is the first string and the second string is good. Now this second string is s1 and this is s2. According to the condition, if string 1 is greater than string 2, then we are going to get positive value. So we got the positive value. Now let me execute with another test case. Hi, string 1 is high and string 2 is also high. So the both strings are equal. When both the strings are equal, we are going to get a 0. So this is how we are going to compare the strings. Now let me execute with another test case, that is a length controlled string comparison. Length controlled string comparison. So all the string comparison will lead a integer value. Now this is a length controlled string comparison for which I require n value, which I am going to read at runtime. Now let me execute the code. So first I am asking for a string 1 hello, and from string 2 I am going to take it as he. Now please try to understand how many characters we need to compare from this second string. So if I am taking the second string, I am comparing with the first string, because here we clearly know that str2 is the source string and str1 is the destination string. From the source string, how many characters we need to compare onto the destination string? So let me give 2 characters. So now it is showing the comparison of string 1 and string 2 with length controlled are 0, which means he and the first 2 characters of this are being compared. So we got the both strings are equal. So let me execute with another test case so that you will clearly understand. So let me give the string 1. Let me give the string 1 as go, and let me give the second string as good. Now you can see here the second string is acting as a source string. Now from this source string I am going to take 2 characters. These 2 characters we are going to compare with string 1. Okay, 2 characters, we got 0. Now let me execute with another test case. String 1 I am going to give it as welcome. String 1 I am going to give it as welcome, and string 2 I am going to give it as well done. String 1 I am going to give it as welcome and string 2 I am going to give it as well done. Now imagine if I am saying from the source string, that is second string, I want to compare 4 characters, that is 4 characters are well, and here 4 characters will be WELC. So till WEL it is fine, but now here C is not compared, right? So let us see how the value will be for string 1 and string 2. The comparison of string 1 and string 2 with length controlled is -9. So you just consider it is a negative value. So how it is a negative value is, as this string 1, from the string 1 we are going to compare the contents with the string 2. So here the comparison, we got string 1 is less than the string 2, that is the reason we got the negative value. So this is how we are going to compare and understand the string comparison with the strcmp and the length controlled strncmp. Please remember these 3 points. When string 1 is less than string 2, we are going to get a negative value. When string 1 is double equal to string 2, we are going to get a 0. Next, string 1 is greater than string 2, then we are going to get a positive value. So these are the 3 points which you need to take away from this particular string comparison. The next program is to understand string copy function. strcpy is the function name, and length controlled string copy function strncpy. The syntax for string copy is string copy strcpy of destination string comma source string. strncpy, this is for length controlled destination string comma source string comma length n. Now, so we are going to initialize n to read the number of characters for length controlled. Next, character string 1 and string 2. Here I am requesting the user to enter the string 1 and I am reading the contents of string 1 using gets. Now what we are going to do here is strcpy of string 2 comma string 1. So here string 2 is the destination string and string 1 is the source string. So whatever the contents which we have read for string 1, that will be copied onto the string 2, and you are going to see the output of string 2. The string copied from string 1 into string 2 is whatever the string which you have read in string 1, that will be copied into the string 2. Now let us execute this and check whether we are going to get the content copied or not. So I am taking the string 1 as hello. Now as soon as I enter, so the string copied from string 1 into string 2 is hello. Here I am displaying string 2. So you can observe very closely here, as I have read the contents in string 1. Now after this particular statement strcpy of str2 comma str1, the contents of str1, that is source string, is copied onto the destination string str2. Only then it is possible for me for displaying the contents of str2. So after writing this statement, then we are going to display the contents of str2. That is what we got it as hello. The next one is string copy using length controlled. Now let me comment this. Let me uncomment, enter the number of characters to be copied, and here for length controlled string copy strncpy of str2 comma str1 comma n. So here the str1 is the string which I am reading, that is a source string. The contents of source string are copied onto the str2 with the number of characters n. So let me execute this code and show you the output. Now I am reading the string 1 as good morning. Good morning is the string 1. Now I am copying number of characters from string 1 to string 2. So I want 4 characters to be copied. I am giving the length control 4 characters to be copied. The string copied from string 1 into string 2 with the length controlled is good. Length controlled is good because in string 2 I am copying only how many characters? N. N is 4 characters. So this is how we can understand the difference between string copy and length controlled string copy function.